Just when the world thought that they were goners, tiny little green shoots appeared like plant mermaids growing tails underwater. Billy called me to come over and marvel at the stubborn little yolks, the wishes that refused to die. Today is my 18th birthday. I'm a bit nervous knocking on Billy's door. I don't really visit him at night anymore. The outside of the caravan is cold against my knuckles. It has a lining of rubber along the sides like a fridge door. I dig my nails into the squishiness and tear a bit away. It comes off in a smooth strip like a sliver of fat of a ham. There is a shuffle of papers and the squeeze of steps across the floor. Billy opens the door and tries his best not to seem surprised to see me. "Well?" he says, making his way back to his armchair. "Sleeping Beauty," I greet him. He didn't get up for his milking this morning and I had to do it for him. "Yeah, sorry about that." "On my birthday and all," I say. "Oh, fucking hell," he grimaces. "It's a wonder St. James didn't leave you in the labba." He didn't know. Mum forgot to tell him. "We're an awful shower. What one is it anyway, Sweet 16? Egotistic 18. It's a small victory to see his face scrunch into an amused grin. I wait until he turns back to fill the kettle. "The offers for college came out today," I say. He turns off the tap and looks back at me. "Was that today?" "Yeah. I got into Trinity. I'm starting next week." He looks sad. Then he grips his hands on both sides of my shoulders and lets out a sigh. "I'm fucking delighted for you." "Thanks." "Fuck the tea," he says, waving the idea away. "Fuck the tea, I'll get the whiskey." He rummages around in the press. Plates rattle and a tower of bowls topples over. Billy attempts to knee the avalanche of crockery back into place. I want to clean up the mess to have something to do, but then he stands up, emerging from the press triumphant with a bottle of Jameson. "Happy birthday, Debs," Billy says. "Thanks." I take the bottle of whiskey from him like it's a prize in a raffle. We're both standing awkwardly. I really don't want it to be my idea. I'm supposed to be an adult. I can't beg for things to happen anymore. "There's a clear sky up there tonight," he says, finally. "It's also fucking freezing," I say. "There's a hot water bottle in the press if you want it." Billy reaches up to the door in the ceiling and pulls down the fold-up ladder to the roof. He stomps up the steps in his boots, trailing his sleeping bag behind him like a child going to bed. I boil the kettle. The odd contents of the caravan peer at me. A wooden model of an old-fashioned airplane dangles over his bed. A tiny man is sitting on it as though it's a swing, a pair of binoculars in his hands. We christened him Pierre because he has a mustache. The hot rubber of the water bottle warms my hands. I climb the steps of the ladder 2 by 2 until the night wind splashes my face. It feels like being on a boat. We crawl into our cocoons of sleeping bags and lie down on the galvanized metal sheet that covers Billy's home. The roof is cold and slippery under my hands. It feels like lying on a block of ice. We look at the sky as though it depends on us to hold it up there. The view from the roof of the caravan is the only thing that doesn't get smaller the older I get. We can hear the cows' hooves swishing through the grass. They come mooching over and sniff around the place to see what's happening. I inhale the dank, musty sweat of the caravan off the sleeping bag. Billy smells of cigarettes and diesel. The sleeves of his jumper dangle over his fingerless woolen gloves. A hedge of stubble prickles around his mouth and reaches across his cheekbones to join up with the hair behind his ears. "You have a story for me?" Billy says. I don't feel like a story. "You do," he says. "I'll pick a star." I pretend to be unenthusiastic and fidget with the zip of my sleeping bag. I tuck my hair behind my ear and wait for him to land on a star. "Can you see the North Star?"